Good evening, everyone. The wind was, as you can imagine, in full force, and the temperature on the cool side today for the Houghton County track and field meet in the Copper Country, logically enough. But that would not stop the athletes from competing or records from falling. Let's go up north to Calumet High School for the action. We'll start at the shot put. Lake Linden-Hubbell's Blake Dupe getting his throws in. This one was good for over 34 feet. Hancock's Gage Hawthorne, this is just one of his warm-up throws. He ended up breaking the meet record today, 56 feet and beyond that, and the record had stood since before the turn of the century. To the girls' 100-meter dash, Kendra Minette of Houghton in lane 3, 13.16 seconds. She had 3 wins, so did Sloan Zenner and Darren DuPont. To the boys' mile, and it would take a couple of gremlins to get going. Clayton Sand would finish first at 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Justin Jerva also had 3 victories on the day. Calumet's Haley Wickstrom clears the high jump. She ended up setting the meet record at 5'3". Back to the girls' mile. Shatai Sam of Chassell, your winner, 5 minutes and 43 seconds. She also was part of 2 other wins on the day. Houghton boys would finish overall by a wide margin, 221 points. Calumet second and Lake Linden-Hubbell third. On the girls' side, the Gremlins also a winner by 50 over Hancock, with Lake Linden-Hubbell coming in third place. One Upper Peninsula athlete has been competing so far at the Big Ten Track and Field Championships in Lincoln, Nebraska. Gladstone's Justin Peterson is a sophomore decathlete for Michigan State. Peterson was second of 16 in the long jump, 24 feet, 1.5 inches. On the other side of the spectrum, he was last in the shot put and the 400-meter dash. However, he is still 13th overall after the first 5 events. The decathlon wraps up tomorrow. Marquette's Austin Whistler will compete in the 1,500-meter run for MSU tomorrow, while Houghton's Adeline Greer-Welch will be in the high jump tomorrow for the Spartans. Both Whistler and Greer-Welch are seniors with the green and white. High school baseball, Gladstone hosting Sault Ste. Marie, and that is freshman Daniel Martin with a base hit, making his varsity debut, plating Hunter Botruff 1-0 Braves. Then Riley Alepsa strikes out. Jared Crow shutout on the day, 7 Ks, 4-0 in that first game. To the second. Pops it up. No, he popped it deep. This is Nick Lacrosse with the solo homer, giving the Blue Devils a 1-0 lead, and nobody runs out of the dugout to greet him. So therefore, Gladstone will show you how it's done. Ben Schwalbach going a little further over the left field fence for a 2-run homer, and the Braves would go on to get the sweep, taking game number 2 by the count of 5-3, and that's how you greet people after a high school home run. On the scoreboard in high school baseball, a doubleheader split. Calumet 4, Hancock 3, but the Bulldogs come back to take the second game 5-1. Single game over at Escanaba, the Eskimos 11 and Houghton 1. In softball, they're having a big tournament down in Escanaba this weekend. Rapid River defeated Sault Ste. Marie 12-4. The Eskimos over Marshfield 9-1. And a doubleheader in Schoolcraft County, Manistee, little trouble with Superior Central, 21-2 and 15-1. 4 Upper Peninsula high school students will receive scholarships from the UP Sports Hall of Fame at the 45th annual induction banquet tomorrow night in Harris. Each scholarship is worth $500 each year for a total of $2,000. Sault Ste. Marie's Brenna James has 9 varsity letters in volleyball, basketball, and track. She has a 4.01 grade point average. James will attend the University of Rochester in New York State, a Division III school, where she'll play basketball and major in chemical engineering with an emphasis on cancer research. Gage Kresge of St. Ignace, might have heard of him, has 10 varsity letters in football, basketball, and track. Besides becoming the UP's all-time leading scorer in basketball and the Associated Press Class C Player of the Year, he has a 3.99 GPA. Kresge will play football at Central Michigan University and major in physical therapy. Also from the Saints, Abby Ostman. Now technically, Ostman is from Mackinac City, making her the first Lower Peninsula resident to earn this scholarship. Ostman also has 10 varsity letters in basketball, volleyball, and track. A 4.06 GPA, she will play basketball at Michigan Tech, majoring in biology. West Iron County's Zane Serafini has earned 10 varsity letters in football, basketball, and tennis. Serafini suffered a broken vertebrae in his neck in his junior season of football. He's been class president for 3 years and carries a 3.96 GPA. He'll attend Central Michigan University, where he will major in neuroscience with the goal of becoming a physician's assistant. Congratulations to all. The Michigan High School Athletic Association has approved several recommendations at its spring meeting in Glen Arbor. Some apply to just the Lower Peninsula, but a few apply to the UP. In volleyball, the site for quarterfinal matches has received a formula if there is one team from each peninsula in that match. In even years, like this fall, the Class C quarterfinal will be in the Lower Peninsula. The Class D quarterfinal will take place in the UP. In odd years, the Class C match will be on our side of the Mackinac Bridge, while the Class D quarter will be below the Mackinac Bridge. The council approved a football recommendation stating that teams after their first game should partake in no more than 90 minutes of collision practice per week. Currently, teams are allowed 2 days of collision practice after their first game, but this new recommendation suggests a minute limit as well. During other days of practice, players may still wear helmets and other protective pads and practice blocking and tackling technique against pads, shields, sleds, or dummies. In ice hockey, an additional option to MHSAA overtime procedures was approved that will allow two teams playing a two-game total goal series to proceed to an overtime shootout after the second game to determine a series winner if the goals are tied at the end of those 2 games, like the Copper Island Classic between Calumet and Hancock. Schools must receive MHSAA approval prior to the series start. Is available on our website at uppermichigansource.com. Congratulations to Negaunee grad Tyler Jandren. He had a very good season on the mound for Wisconsin Parkside, despite the fact the team was 12-31.
We've heard that.
He did have 4 victories and led the league in strikeouts with 80. And he was named to the Great Lakes Valley Conference Eastern Division first team.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, if you get a 30 or wins, I think you should get some respect.
Yeah. Boy, tough luck for Verlander tonight. Sounds like he pitched okay. Just gave up 1 run, just not much support.
None at all.
At all, no?
No support.
No support.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Mike.